Hello, my name is Sonia Manzano, and after many years of performing and writing for Elmo and Big Bird on Sesame Street, I decided to write middle grade novels. I think stories are a great way to help people affirm their identities and help young people connect with each other. So, as my contribution to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences mixtape, I thought I'd read a few excerpts from my latest book, Coming Up Cuban. It will be released in 2022, and it is the story of what might have happened to four disparate young people during Castro's revolution. I will start out with Miguel's story. Miguel ends up in a home for troubled children / orphanage in Staten Island under an operation called Pedro Pan. At this moment in this story, he is confused, frightened, disoriented, and tries to call home as his fellow refugee Nelson looks on. Papi, I signaled to Nelson that I got through. Hijo? Nelson holds up 3 fingers, telling me I have 3 minutes. Papi, I don't have much time. Things are getting worse. How did you know? Huh? Papi lowers his voice. Last week, a bomb went off at a department store right in the heart of Havana. He pauses. You're never coming home. ¿Qué? I choke. We decided to join you in the United States. What? Just your mother and I. Your grandfather will stay in Cuba, stubborn old man. But he is old, and sometimes I think he just won't leave his old blue Ford behind. He rambles on. Listen, we just don't know when we will get there. It's not easy getting visas. The lines are long. Many people want to get out. But then he switches from impatience to worried. How are you? The fear in his voice knocks me out. I'm in an orphanage, I say weakly. Yes, I know, says Papi, thank goodness. He knows? How can you let me be here, I ask. Nelson looks away, but I can tell he's listening. This place is full of juvenile delinquents, I continue. But Catholic Charities told me they kept you Cubanos separately, says my father. Well, they do. So what's the problem? The other kids, I don't know. They just don't like us Cubans. How can I explain? Just take care of yourself. Make the best of it, he says impatiently. But what can I do? I feel him slipping away. For God's sakes, Miguel, I just told you, things are getting worse here in Cuba. We have to leave everything we own behind. The family is breaking up. Can't you figure out how to take care of yourself at a kids' camp for at least a little while? There is a click and the line is dead. I can't believe it, I say to Nelson. He told me to figure it out. Well, Miguel finally does figure it out and becomes a better person because of it. Now I'll tell you the story of Zulema, a rural, furiously curious girl who actually benefits from Castro's sweeping literacy program. But her intellectual curiosity creates a huge chasm between her and her very traditional father. Sulimas Story. It feels as if my house is on an edge trying to balance and not snap, but we all snap at each other anyway. One night I see Papa's shape as he sits on the porch chewing on his evening cigar, slumped as if his legs were broken. The curve in his back softens my anger, so I ask him, "What's the matter?" He makes believe he doesn't hear me, so I ask him again. He takes a breath and answers, "I don't know." "Are you angry because I can read?" I ask. He stands up, shocked. "No! How can you say such a thing?" Then he sits back down. "How old are you anyway?" "Almost 12. He sighs, then looking all confused, he says, "All these changes." "I can't help growing," I say. No, not you. I know you must grow. I mean, all the changes in Cuba, all the changes around me. He goes on trying to explain. "I like farming because it's the same thing every year, but the revolution has changed everything." "Don't you like it?" "What?" "That the revolution has changed everything." My father thinks, then he says, "No, I don't like it." His own answer surprises him. Then he thinks some more, because I can't change. I let his words settle into me like rain in the sand. Well, this brings me to the end of my read. I'm not Cuban, I'm Puerto Rican, but as I did my research, I put myself in their shoes, which is what I hope readers of this book do, is put themselves in another person's shoes. Gracias.